Kyla coming at you with another video. Are we recording?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm here to talk to you today about one of the biggest issues I experience working with new clients, and that is getting that pre-approval and finding a lender to buy a brand new home. So guys, today's video is really about a lot of my personal experiences working with clients, and the biggest thing I've experienced is that a lot of new clients don't know the first step in really getting into buying a home. The biggest issue that I experience is I have so many clients that come to me saying, hey Kyla, like I have this goal in mind, I want this house, I want that house, but they don't have a pre-approval. They don't even know how much they are approved to even get in order to buy their house or their dream house or whatever it may be. This is very important, especially for people that are using a loan. If you're a cash buy, that's a completely and totally different situation. This does not apply to you. A pre-approval is basically a background check on an individual in order to get them into a home, trying to tell you, like how much money you can afford to buy a home. Generally, I would say that the two biggest things that a lot of lenders look at is your credit and your income. Credit is such a huge part of the process when getting a home. And I would say the higher your credit score, definitely the better. There are a lot of programs out there for people that their credit score might not be as great. And I would say great is typically 620 and above. So FHA is for a lot of first-time home buyers. It usually requires a lower down payment, and it also works for a lot of people whose credit score might not be like 620 range and above. The second thing I would definitely say is your income. That is a huge part of the lending approval process. So when I say income, this part can get a little tricky depending on the individual. Entrepreneurs, and I would say a lot of independent contractors, your income might not be reflected on your tax returns. A lot of times your income might be written off on your taxes, but that doesn't mean that you're not making enough money. You know what I'm saying? So for a lot of people who have employers and can easily show their income on their tax returns, this part might be a little bit easier for you. If you're an entrepreneur or an independent contractor, there are still some options for you as well. So one of the options for my entrepreneurs and independent contractors is using a lender that has a bank statement only program. A lender that has a bank statement only program will go off of a year or two of your bank statements. For my other folks that don't need a bank statement only loan, a lot of times lenders will go based off of 2 years of your tax return statement. So please keep that in mind when you're considering purchasing a home. You usually will need 2 consecutive years of good income. Guys, I have to be honest with you. This is really the most important step that I experience with a lot of my clients. It's always best to go ahead and get the conversation started with a lender so you will know when it's time for you to purchase your house how much you can and cannot afford. I say all of this to say because I have a lot of clients that they think that they're ready to purchase a home, but just due to their credit not being the best or their income not being stable enough, they're not able to get into a house immediately. I'm not going to say this as a way that you'll never get into a house. I'm just saying this as get the conversation started with an agent and with a lender so you will know the process to go from there on out. Another thing I always tell my clients too is to make sure you kind of shop around for a lender as well. Don't always just stick to one person. Also, make sure that you do everything precisely. Do not shop around too much to the point where it affects your credit, because that's also going to affect your ability to get pre-approved for a house. A lot of times the first person that pulls your credit will pull a hard inquiry on your credit, And from there on out, I don't know exactly the certain amount of numbers, but if you decide to shop around and other lenders look at your credit history, it shouldn't affect your credit that much after that first hard inquiry was pulled. So from my experience with my home, when my husband was first deciding to buy, he decided to go and use one lender initially, and he was pre-approved for a certain amount, but it was less than what we necessarily needed. This is why I say, go ahead, shop around, because one lender might qualify you for a certain amount, but if you decide to look with someone else, they might be able to give you more or less than what you are looking for. Also, at some point in time within maybe the next few videos, want to post some questions that for all my future watchers, for all my future subscribers, for you to be able to take this list and utilize it if you're deciding to buy a home. Some of the important questions to ask a lender when you're going through the pre-approval process. Alright guys, so I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to comment below. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to do better with my videos, get a little bit more comfortable for you, get a little bit more information, but I definitely need y'all's help to give me some input as far as what you want me to talk about. Like I said, subscribe to my channel, and also my Instagram is Kyla D Realty. Make sure you go ahead and follow, subscribe, and I'll be back to see you hopefully next week.